Hey guys, this is Matt with Top Tier coming at you with another video today. A couple of quick announcements first. I've started a Twitter and a Twitch. Link should be in the description, so go ahead and follow me on those if you would. That would be outstanding. Today I'm going to do kind of a controversial one here that might get me quite a bit of hate, but you know what, that's okay. We're still going to go ahead and go through with it. Today I'm going to be ranking all of Nintendo's franchises. As you can see, we've got them all lined up here. They are going to be ranked from S to F tier, as you can see. And yeah, let's go ahead and get right into this one. We're going to do it in alphabetical order this time, starting with Animal Crossing. Alright, Animal Crossing, man. You know, before New Horizons, I wasn't really that big of a fan of Animal Crossing, I'll be honest. I only played the original OG game, GameCube game. I thought that was alright. I really did enjoy New Horizons though, and I'm still enjoying it to this day. Halloween update just came out, which is pretty good. I love how they just constantly add new content to this game. It really makes the game what it is. But overall, out of all of Nintendo's franchises, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a solid B. And you know, don't get me wrong, B is still pretty good. It's gonna be really hard to rate all these franchises because these are so beloved, but yeah, B is very solid. Don't think I'm discounting it because I'm giving it a B. B is still very good, as you can see. Let's move on to, after Animal Crossing, Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong is a great franchise that's kind of fallen by the wayside in recent years. The last good Donkey Kong game to ever come out was Tropical Freeze. That was an outstanding game. And I loved the Donkey Kong Country games. On my channel, of course, I did the stream of Donkey Kong Country 2, which is one of my favorite games of all time. So trust me, I do love Donkey Kong. DKC 1 was an amazing game. Donkey Kong Country 3 was also pretty good too. Very underrated game. Donkey Kong 64, not really my cup of tea, but it was okay. And so I'm gonna go ahead and give Donkey Kong a B. It could be higher, but there's such a huge gap in between the games, unfortunately. If they could crank out more games, that'd be awesome. I could give Donkey Kong a higher rating. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a B. Yeah, I think that's honestly where it belongs. Next up, we have Dr. Mario. Now, Dr. Mario is getting the D. Actually, no. You know what? Out of all these franchises, yeah, it's hard to say. I think Dr. Mario is probably the weakest out of all these franchises. A lot of people, some people love Dr. Mario. I never really got into it. I don't really see the appeal of it. Again, this is just my opinion, but out of all these, I think Dr. Mario is the weakest out of all of these franchises, by quite a big margin too. Moving on, we have F-Zero. F-Zero is every F-Zero game I liked, man. Starting off with the one on the SNES, I thought that was amazing. I used to play that all the time when I was a kid. The one on the GameCube was probably the best one, I would just say. I love that game quite a bit. I really just wish they would come out with a new F-Zero game, though, to be honest with you. It's just been so long since we've had an F-Zero game. It's such a shame. That was such a good franchise. They could do something like Fast RMX for F-Zero, and I think people would buy the hell out of that game, to be honest. It would probably sell, you know, like hotcakes. So, yeah, F-Zero, I think, out of all... I mean, if they stayed on top of it and actually put out new games, it would be higher, but for now, it's going to be a C. Fire Emblem. I haven't really played too many Fire Emblem games, but I have to say, all the Fire Emblem games that I have played, I really enjoyed. The one on the 3DS was awesome. I think Awakening it was. Also, the one on the Switch was I thought it was just fantastic. Three Houses. I love that game. Again, the graphics sucked on that game, but everything else was pretty good. So I had a blast with it. I love the music. I love the Fire Emblem music. It's just kick-ass. So yeah, Fire Emblem is going to get a B for me. Kid Icarus, I haven't really played too many of the Kid Icarus games. I don't know, there's not that many. But I'm gonna go ahead and give Kid Icarus a C. I'm not really gonna get I'm not really that familiar with Kid Icarus, to be honest with you, so I'm not really gonna go into it in any kind of depth. But yeah, Kid Icarus gets a C. Moving on, we have Kirby. The Kirby games, some of them are... Kirby is really hit or miss. I am not a huge fan of the Kirby games, I'll be honest with you. Some of them are pretty good. The latest one on the Switch kind of sucked. Some of the ones on the SNES were good. All in all, it's just kind of a meh franchise. I mean, I'll give it a C, but I don't think it deserves any higher than that for sure. So yeah, we're giving Kirby a solid C rating. Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is a damn good franchise. I'm gonna go ahead and give it an A, actually. I think there's only 3 Luigi's Mansion games, and all of them are pretty damn solid, I'll be honest. Luigi's Mansion 3 on the Switch is really good. If you haven't played that, go out and get that. It's October. I mean, come on, it's the perfect game for Halloween. Definitely go and pick up Luigi's Mansion 3. It's worth it. Luigi's Mansion 1 on the GameCube, and I think it came out with 3DS, I'm not sure. That was a really good game, I really did. I think the first one is my favorite out of all of them. But yeah, Luigi's Mansion is an amazing franchise. It's just something different, you know? That's kind of what I appreciate about it. It's just dripping, oozing with atmosphere. It's a really great franchise. Yeah, if you've never played any Luigi's Mansion games, just go ahead and get 3. You don't need to play any of the other ones to get into 3. Yeah, definitely worth the money. I think 3, I mean, you get bang for your buck in that one, so. Luigi's Mansion, that's why Luigi's Mansion's getting an A for me. Mario Kart, we might actually have our first S tier franchise on this list. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna save S tier just for the best of the best, as I usually do. But Mario Kart, it's right on the border between S and A, but I don't really like to put stuff in between. So I'm gonna go ahead and give Mario Kart an A. Mario Kart is just fantastic all the way around. It's the ultimate party game. What can I say? Love Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 is my favorite one. I started with the one on the Super Nintendo, actually. That one was kind of janky. But it was still a fun game nonetheless. I played that multiplayer plenty of times when I was a kid. But Mario Kart is definitely an A-tier Nintendo franchise, I think. I think a lot of people will agree with me on that one. A lot of people might say it's an S, but I think it's an A. But yeah, awesome. I just wish they would maybe come out. You know, they don't even really need to come out with Mario Kart 9 because Mario Kart 8 is just so packed full of stuff, you know. But if they did, that would just push it over to an S probably for me. But yeah, Mario Kart is an A-tier franchise. Yes, it is. Moving on, we have Mario Party. Mario Party is probably the most hit or miss franchise on this list, I would have to say. The last Mario Party game, Super Mario Party, was a step in the right direction. I actually really enjoyed that. I played that. I mean, it was just like back in the day. I mean, I would get together with a group of people, get together with a group of friends, and we would just sit down and play this game and just have a blast. You know, with a couple of drinks, of course. The first like 3 or 4 Mario Parties were awesome. You know, those were probably the best, I'll have to say. And then it just kind of went downhill. But now it's starting to trend back upwards with the latest one. So hopefully they can put out another Mario Party game and just kind of fix, you know, everything wrong with Super Mario Party. And I think it definitely could put that franchise back on track and could even bump it up to a B or an A for sure. If they start putting out consistently, you know, good games again, I think. Okay, we get the big one, Super Mario. This is all the Super Mario games. This is definitely easily an S tier. I mean, not all Mario games are created equal, I'm gonna be honest. I think probably the best out of all of them is Odyssey, actually the latest one. That just came out on the Switch, you know, in 2017. But yeah, it's hard to say. Some Mario games are not as spectacular as others, but Super Mario as a franchise as a whole is just so iconic. It's the mascot for Nintendo. And a lot of these games are just amazing, you know, so iconic. I have such a huge history from Mario. I've played most of the games for sure. Mario has definitely been a big part of my life growing up. So Mario is definitely getting an S tier for me, and I think that's exactly where it belongs. Metroid, okay. Oh gosh, is Metroid a B or an A tier franchise? What do you guys think? I think Metroid is probably gonna get a... Metroid gets an A tier. Metroid is fantastic. There's not too many bad... I mean, there are a few bad Metroid games, but most of them are stellar. I think Super Metroid and Metroid Prime are some of the best video games of all time, to be honest with you. You know, they've just done so much right. Super Metroid's really great. There's a huge speedrunning scene for that. Super Metroid is definitely my top 5 favorite games of all time. Prime 1 is up there. I cannot wait for Prime 4. I'm hoping they nail that one. I think they will, and I have confidence that they're going to do a good job with Prime 4. So yeah, Metroid, one of my favorite franchises personally. I would almost give it an S, but man, Metroid's an A. I think it falls right along. You know, it's in good company with Luigi's Mansion and Mario Kart. So yeah, Metroid gets the A tier. Mother, yeah, the Mother games. I'm gonna give Mother a B, and the only reason I'm giving it a B really is because they won't release Mother 3 in the US. You can go ahead and you can emulate this and you can get the fan translations, which is fine, but you know, you really want to just be able to play the game legally. You know, it'd be nice if they would put this on Switch somehow. That would be great. But man, Earthbound is just such a damn good game, man. I can't say enough about Earthbound. Earthbound was, and I didn't even play this until I think 2017 it was, but it really just blew me away, even all those years later after its release. Everything about Earthbound I love. I love the characters, I love the atmosphere, I love the environments. If you haven't played Earthbound, go and play. Do yourself a favor, go and play Earthbound. It's a damn good game. And you know, play Mother 3 if you can somehow get a hold of it for that matter. Also a damn good game. Never played the original one, but yeah. Earthbound and Mother 3 are awesome, so love them. Pikmin, okay. Pikmin is a... what is Pikmin? A C or is it a B? Let's see here. I'm going to give Pikmin a B. I think Pikmin is also another B tier franchise. You know, follows right along. You know, it's in the same class as these other guys up here. You know, they need to do it. They need to do a new Pikmin game. You know what they're doing? Pikmin 3 is coming out this month. It's going to be great. We all know what Pikmin 3 is. But they need to make another Pikmin game, I think. The original one, I got that on GameCube when it first came out, and it was good, man. I liked Pikmin. It was a lot of fun. I don't remember too much about it, but yeah. Pikmin 3 is great. I can't wait till that comes out this month. Definitely picking up a copy of that. I didn't play that weird one on the 3DS where it's like a 2D platformer, but yeah. Pikmin 3 is for sure a B tier. Next up, we have Pokemon, and Pokemon is so damn iconic, but I think it's one of those franchises that's really fallen by the wayside in recent years. Sword and Shield had some charm to them, but they really just rushed and slapped together. And same with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I'm giving Pokemon I'm gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I'm giving Pokemon. Some people would say it's an S. I'm giving it an A. The reason why I just think the quality has kind of deteriorated over the years since I think the first 4 or 5 generations were pretty damn good, but after that, you know, I don't know. I really struggle these days to get into Pokemon like I did back when I was, you know, back when Red and Blue and Gold and Silver first came out. But I think with their next release, if they ever do the next gen on the Switch, they better step up the quality a little bit. Because I'm not the only one that thinks this. I just kind of blew through Sword and Shield, and they were very forgettable. There was some good music in them, though. I'll give them that. But I think for the next game in the franchise, Pokemon needs to go all out. Not that it's hurting their sales or anything, because they're killing it with the sales. You know, Pokemon's still a juggernaut, same juggernaut it always has been. But I don't know. For me, it's not worthy of an S, but it does get an A tier just because of how good some of the games were and how iconic it is. Punch-Out, man, I'm not really a fan of Punch-Out too much, to be honest. Yeah, giving it a D tier. I don't really have too much to say about Punch-Out. Super Smash Brothers. Oh, man. Smash. What do I give Smash? Smash, I'm going to give Smash, actually, and this is going to be controversial too, I'm giving Smash the old S tier. Smash is just so iconic, it just generates so much hype for the community, man. Just today, they announced Minecraft Steve for Super Smash Bros., which is absolutely insane when you think about it. And how there's 80-something characters in the game now, and they're all so iconic. There are too many Fire Emblem characters, I think, and too many Sword Fighters, but whatever. There's just so many stages in this game, so many so many characters. It's just mind blowing. And Melee, that's just iconic in itself. Melee is just a staple. The competitive scene for Melee, was so huge. I think it still is pretty big. That game to me never really gets old. But Smash Ultimate, I think, is probably my favorite right now, as it stands. But yeah, I think it's Smash just generates so much hype for the Nintendo community as a whole. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it an S. I think it's worthy of it, for sure. Moving on, we got Splatoon. Splatoon is awesome. I love Splatoon. Splatoon's getting an A. It's one of those up-and-coming franchises. one that I didn't even get into Splatoon until like 2018, but I really do enjoy it. I never even played the one on the Wii U, to be honest. But Splatoon 2 is where it's at. If you have never played Splatoon, please do give it a try. Like I said, I didn't think I would like it at first, but I do enjoy it quite a bit. It's one game that I always find myself going back to. I think it's definitely worthy of an A tier, and it's in good company up here. Ooh, what do we have next? Star Fox. Oh, Star Fox. What do we give Star Fox? Is it a B tier? Yeah, I think Star Fox is a B tier. But Star Fox has some great games, don't get me wrong. I might almost even give it, I might drop it down to a C tier. I don't know. I don't think it's quite as strong as these other franchises up here, like Animal Crossing and Donkey Kong and Pikmin, Earthbound and Mother. No way. The original Star Fox games on the Super Nintendo were kind of clunky. Well, I mean, there's 1 and 2 that just came out with recently, but the one on the 64 was awesome. That was probably my favorite Star Fox game, to be honest with you. Never played the one on the Wii U. Never played the one on the GameCube. I don't know how those are. I don't think they were too mind-blowing, but yeah, anyways. For me, Star Fox is a solid C tier. And the Warioware franchise is next. I think Warioware is probably a C tier as well. I don't think it quite meets the B tier criteria. But it's decent. I haven't played too many of the WarioWare games, but a lot of people love them, so yeah. I don't have a lot to say about WarioWare. I'm going to give that a C. Alright, next up we have the Wario games. I'm going to give the Wario games a D. The Wario games are kind of hit or miss. The one on the GameCube I thought was absolutely terrible. I really didn't care for that at all. Some of the Game Boy ones were okay. I mean, they weren't really that memorable. I did play them all though, but I don't know, man. Wario just kind of like the Wario series games are just not all that. So I'm giving them a D. Sorry if that pisses people off, whatever. But you know, I don't know. I don't think it quite reaches these heights. So Wario is getting a D for me. Xenoblade. Ooh, I don't know if I would give it a B. I might give it a. I'm gonna give Xenoblade Chronicles a solid C, and that's not bad. You know, C tier isn't bad. C tier games can be good. I'm just not a huge fan of Xenoblade. Take that for what it is. It's definitely an up-and-coming franchise. Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was just alright, man. I wasn't really feeling it much. Never played X, and I haven't played the original one. So I might actually have to go back and play the original, you know, the one they just released on the Switch. And, you know, maybe if it's worthy, I'll give it a higher rating. But for now, right now, it's getting the C tier. The Yoshi games, this one's kind of C heavy, but yeah, the Yoshi games are definitely C tier games. Whenever a new Yoshi game gets announced, I'm never really like, oh god, that is so exciting, you know, that is so hype. I think they're just kind of like forgettable. Like Yarn Yoshi and Crafted World, I don't know, man, they're just not for me. Some people might like them, but I don't know. It's just that they're just alright games in my opinion. So yeah, Yoshi gets a C tier for me. Last but not least, we have the elephant in the room here, Zelda. And you already know Zelda's getting the ass, man. Come on, Zelda is one of Nintendo's second, you know, franchise next to Mario. Pretty much all the Zelda games are iconic at this point. The latest game, Breath of the Wild, was just absolutely outstanding. I love Breath of the Wild. I put, you know, well over 200 hours into that game, easily, maybe close to 3. Breath of the Wild is amazing. Age of Calamity, that's a Hyrule Warriors game, but that's, you know, it's also kind of it's a Zelda game, let's be honest. That really looks good. I'm really looking forward to that next month. You know, you have Ocarina of Time, one of the most iconic games of all time. Majora's Mask, excellent game. Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, I mean, all these games are just so good. So Zelda is definitely getting the S tier. It is definitely worthy of it too. I think it belongs right up here with Super Mario and Super Smash Bros. So anyways, to recap here, in the S tier we have Super Mario, and Super Smash Bros. And The Legend of Zelda. In the A tier we have Luigi's Mansion, Mario Kart, Metroid, Pokemon, and Splatoon. In B tier, Animal Crossing, Donkey Kong, Fire Emblem, Mother, and Pikmin. In C tier, we have F-Zero, Kid Icarus, Kirby, Mario Party, Star Fox, Warioware, Xenoblade Chronicles, and Yoshi. In the D tier, we got Punch-Out and Wario. In the F tier, we have Dr. Mario. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you agree or disagree with me in the comment section down below. And as always, please remember to drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content. Anyways, until next time, guys, have a great day, and peace.